Greetings, my name is Vanessa, and I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader, Reiki practitioner, and general energy artist. And today I have for you an opportunity to connect with your divine feminine energy. And this reading is great no matter what your gender. So if you're a guy, I also encourage you to keep watching this video to connect with that divine feminine side within you as well. And this is really, I'm inspired by Mother's Day, and I felt called to really do this. And as I've mentioned in a couple of my other posts and videos, that there's really no denying the divine feminine that is rising right now, and this is just another example of that. And like I said, you don't have to be female to even feel this, and I encourage men to feel this as well, because this isn't a thing to threaten the opposite sex by. This is a thing to empower us all with this divine feminine energy at this time, okay? So that's why I feel called to do this. So if you enjoy it, I encourage you to share it with your friends and family, or whoever else you'd like to share it with, and feel free to even come back and check into this video to pick another card to see where you're at. That's all fine. It'll still help. I feel like it's a timeless message that will continue to take different forms as time goes on. Okay, so I have 3 cards here, and I'll give you a moment to tap into each one to make your choice of which card you decide to pick. Okay, so this is the first card that I picked. Okay, first card. The second card. And the third card. Okay, and these messages are a message from your higher self of whatever best serves the highest good for your situation at this time. Okay? We'll go through one more time. Card 1. Card 2, and card 3. Okay, so now, if you picked card 1, you received Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. Okay, and intuitively, I want to add about this card that it's a very subtle card of passion, as she's illuminated by almost fire. She has fiery hair, and then she has almost like a pot underneath of her, a cauldron perhaps. What is brewing in that pot? So I bring this up to offer you insights on the fact that you've been more than likely brewing a lot of your own, finding your own drive and what gives you what creates that spark. And perhaps it's actually created dynamics in your family that, you know, maybe they don't understand. Maybe it's kind of makes you feel like a black sheep, and you're not necessarily getting the full support that you feel like you would need or desire from people you care about regarding other things you care about and your passions. And this is the sign that it's okay. Keep pursuing those things and people will come around. And I'll elaborate more with what the book says. If I can find it. Here we go. There's an undying flame within your soul, and it's the light, seed, and spark of your consciousness. Your outer world reflects your inner world. Take a look around your home. Does it reflect warmth? If not, this is an easily remedied and oh so important to do. It's a simple task of using your creative imagination to add warm energy to your household, such as lighting the fireplace or some candles, adding cozy blankets and pillows, or displaying greeting cards and fresh flowers. By warming up your outer world, your inner flame responds to meet it. This increases your energy level, which automatically shifts all outward appearances toward the better. Watch how these simple steps recharge the flame within everyone in your household. This flame cleanses away negativity and brings in the new with vigor and irresistible invitation. Various meanings of this card. You're moving to a new home. You've just moved. A new person is moving in. Someone is moving out. There is increased romance and or harmony in the home. A problem with neighbors is resolving. Clear the space in your home. Remodel. Know that your home is safe and protected. About Vesta. Vesta is the Roman goddess of home and hearth. Vesta is a fire goddess who brings warmth to the households both as temperature and as an emotion. In ancient Rome, a temple in her honor bore a flame that burned continually. Call upon Vesta to oversee any changes you'd like to make in your living situation. Okay, and that also reminded me as well, red is associated with the root chakra, definitely feeling rooted and stable in your surroundings. So essentially it's telling you what can you do to make your home environment feel comfortable, and how the outward and inward is definitely connected. So there was one more thing I wanted to add, and that I lost my train of thought now. But yes, so I remembered. Great. So that basically, to stoke those flames within. So if, I was mentioning about passion before I even read about the description there, and, does your environment reflect those passions that you feel are stirring within you, or is it kind of bland and dull or whatever? This is a very basic example, but it just even makes me think perhaps like, your bedroom was set up, for one kind of lifestyle or one kind of phase perhaps in your life. Like, yeah, let's take it back to, you know, if you're an adult in your childhood bedroom kind of scenario, it's like, does your environment really fit the person that you are today? Okay, and then to not necessarily be, you know, like, well, I've got to leave, but to slowly make those changes and cultivate that self-awareness as to figure out even how you got to be that way. Why does it look different? What's off about it? And how you can move forward to improve it so that there's more harmony there. Okay? So now, let's get into if you picked card 2. Okay, card 2, Austera, fertility. This is an awesome card to get at this time of year in 2021, where we just, you know, pretty recently had Easter, Beltane, all the in the flow of May. So this is very on point to the seasons. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions, okay? She's a fertility goddess, so this is some busy, exciting, creative energy. And she's got all kinds of ideas coming in with those seeds she's planting. She's got a lot she's ready to birth into the world. So you must also have a lot of ideas that are getting ready to be born into the world over time. Let's see here. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and entire system. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can lighten up by fueling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. Surround yourself with beautiful flowers, brighten the colors in your wardrobe and home, and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities, since like attracts like. Feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increased vigor by starting a new project that really makes your heart sing with excitement. This card's various meanings of this card. This card signifies pregnancy. You will be involved with a successful child, conception, adoption, or custody resolution. Your desire will fully manifest in the springtime. There will be a resurrection of the old. Your new idea or venture will be successful. It's an opportune time to make life changes. About Austera. She's the Teutonic goddess of fertility and springtime, who's sometimes called Eurostor. I don't know if I said that right. The words East and Easter were both named after Austera because of the reference of the sun rising in the east and the increase in sunlight beginning in the Celtic springtime. She's celebrated during the spring equinox as the bringer of increased light and the balance between nighttime and daytime hours. Call upon Austera to increase your fruitfulness, fertility, or to help you embark on new adventures. Okay, so a couple things I want to add about that, if you pulled that card. It's a great time for creativity, but I feel like it's also really asking you to get clear on what you want and what really you're bringing into the world. So while it could quite literally be a child, which would definitely encourage one to take proper measures if that's not something you would actively be trying to do at this time. So that means, you know, if you're kind of giving mixed signals out into the universe of what you're not sure you want, you know, the universe can dump in what it thinks you want by how you're moving. So I think it was really great that it mentioned, you know, you're almost going through the process of preparing the garden, tending to the weeds, you know, clearing out the closet, so to speak, getting really, setting up your space and your life and your body, you know, whatever needs to be nurtured for this creativity to take place. And that also sounds like some of you might be on the cusp of receiving those blessings, while others may be in the midst of starting it and seeing the blessings later, and vice versa. Maybe you have other things coming in from previous work you've done while you're getting ready to birth the next cycle. Okay, I definitely resonate with that I feel like a lot of us are actually about to experience a great amount of, I would say, like maybe collective debt, but like the interest on other people's bad karma. So I kind of feel like, if I explain that right, I hope you get what I'm saying by that. But basically meaning that, you know, the times that you could have acted like an asshole and you didn't, you know, I feel like those things are going to be starting to really be rewarded for us now. And that even in those like moments where it felt like maybe we weren't even doing anything, we were actually doing a lot for ourselves. So yeah, I mean, the card is a card of abundance in a lot of ways. Like, so yeah, I'll just end that there and go on to card 3. But yeah, so I hope that resonates with you guys if you picked card 2. So now for thank you for waiting. If you picked card 3, you received Coventina, purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Okay, and right off the bat, if you haven't done so already, I will invite you to check out my meditation that I have available, that I'll link below this video actually, because that may, if it resonates with you, then I definitely encourage you to check it out. But I feel like it was designed to help people on a lot of different levels of wherever they're at in their journey or in their current journey. So I do feel like it would help to create that purification for you as well. But let's see what the book says. Okay. This message comes as a help and not as an affront or a criticism. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Perhaps you have also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects, though, as the solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You'll want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you think and speak are the very diet that supports or thwarts you. Choose purity, and I promise you a changed outlook for the better. Various meanings of this card. Follow your intuition's guidance, making lifestyle changes, stop abusing alcohol or drugs, avoid processed foods such as sugar, white flour, and so on. Eat more organic foods, keep your thoughts and speech positive, adopt a vegetarian or vegan diet, go on a fast or detox diet. This card can also be a validation that your current helpful path is working. Okay, I'll read that again. This card can also be a validation that your current healthful path is working. So I definitely feel like for some of you, this is the long-awaited confirmation that, you know, you are on the right track. If you haven't yet started to see the benefits of your commitment to changing your life for the better, then those rewards will be coming to you ever so soon, I feel like. So, yeah. Okay. About Coventina. She's a powerful Celtic goddess of the waters, including the oceans, lakes, streams, ponds, and rivers. Coventina protects bodies of water and their inhabitants. And she's happy to give you a divine assignment related to environmentalism if you ask her. Wishing wells were made in her honor, and today we continue the practice of throwing coins into water while making a wish. It is Coventina who grants these wishes. Since our bodies are primarily made up of water, she's very involved with helping us purify our physical selves. She reminds us that purification also means keeping our thoughts and speech filled with positive words, which empower and strengthen our bodies and lives. So, my intuitive guidance to add to that card is really, I get a sense of, you know, people being really hard on themselves. And I kind of, maybe this is even from my own experience, but I feel like a lot of us kind of mistake that for being dedicated or like self-disciplined. Yeah, not dedicated, self-disciplined. So we are very punishing or self-critical, and it's really actually hard to, like you probably noticed, it's hard to actually make positive changes for yourself when you're continually beating yourself up for misstepping. And it's almost like you need to let go of the obsession to correct yourself and just trust that you're going to be able to make the best choices whenever you need to. And yeah, so I feel like a lot of those blocks that really kind of muck up us making the right choices for ourselves come from that place of, you know, past mistakes and not making the right choice from the beginning, and it gets compounded, and it's essentially it's holding our energy back into the past where we made those crappy mistakes instead of allowing it to, you know, move us into new opportunities to make different mistakes, you know. And basically, I just feel like we all just lost my train of thought again. But yeah, well, I mean, that was pretty solid, I feel like. So I wanted this to be 15 minutes, and it's already over that time anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you would like any additional insights, I invite you to check out my work on Instagram under Tiger's Eyesight 777. You can find more information about what I do there. I do tarot readings and oracle card readings, obviously, and I also am a Reiki practitioner. And if you would like to order your own personalized tarot reading, I encourage you to check out the links and information that I'll have below as well. And just some added info about that. I do deliver that. I write the readings and I deliver them through the email. So you can keep the reading for as long as you'd like and keep referencing back to it. And so that's just a little info on how I'm working at this time with people. So there's no need to like schedule a time with me, at least not currently. So yes, I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I hope these messages found you well and serve you well. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.